Hello there, my name is Las Hassan. At this video, I want to talk about tolerance and collective conscience of Mam Jalal Talabani as the president of Iraq. Jalal Talabani, son of Sheikh Husam Sheikh Nouri. People also call him Mam Jalal. Mam stands for a paternal uncle in Kurdish language. He was born in 1933 in Kalkan's village. Mam Jalal spends half of his childhood in this village. He was young when he moves to Korea with his family. Then he also finishes his elementary school there. After he finishes secondary school and high school at Kirkuk and Erbil. Mam Jalal was still young. He was so smart that the teacher could easily detect him, and he was very interested in politics.
When I went buried in my way to Baghdad, some of my friends in Baghdad contacted with me and told me that Iraqi government is preparing for aggressive war against Kurdish people, and they advised me to don't go to Baghdad. Then I used this fortune to come to Europe and to contact with Kurdish organizations and personalities and with friends of Kurdistan, journalists, personalities, politicians, and others.
In 1957, he started a degree in law in Baghdad University. Then he was expelled because of his political activities. Then, after 2 years, he went back to the same university, and then he finished it. At 2005, he was elected as the president of Iraq.
أقسم بالله العظيم أن أؤدي مهامي ومسؤولياتي القانونية بتفان وإخلاص.
جنابی مام جەلال یەکێ لە داهێنانە جوانەکانی کە لەم دوایە خۆی باوەڕی پێبوو کە لە هەموو کۆبوونەوە لە هەموو شوێنێک باسێ کرد بابەتی چەپکە گوڵ بوو. چەپکە گوڵ بە مەفهومی مام جەلال هەموو لایەنە نەیار و معارەزەکانی یەکتری ئەوانەی کە دژی یەکترین هەموو ڕەنگەکان لێک چەپکە گوڵە تەشبیه کردبوو واتە چەپکە گوڵێک ئەگەر ڕەنگە جیاوازەکانی تیابێت جوانترە و سیمایەکی جوانتری هەیە تا لەوەی کە یەک جۆر بێ و بە یەک جۆر بە یەک ڕەنگ سەیریکێ بۆیە ئەو چەپکە گوڵە بەڕاستی هەم بۆ ناو یەکێتی نیشتیمانی کوردستان و هەم بۆ ئاحزابەکانی کوردی ئەو بەو شێوازە تەعاملی لەگەڵاکردنەوە بەو شێوازە خوێندنەوەی هەبووە بەو شێوازەیش ئەیبینین کە وەکو چەپکێ گوڵ بە ڕەنگە جوانەکانیەوە بە سووری و بە زەردی و بە سپی و بە سەوزی و بە هەموو ڕەنگەکانەوە سیمایەکی جوانی هەبوو بۆیە ئەوە یەکێک لەو شیعرانەی مام جەلال بوو کە هەموو کات لە هەموو کۆبوونەوەکانە باسێ کرد کە بابەتێکی جوان و شێوازێکی جوانی گرتووە بەر.
Iraq is known as the place of dispute between different nations and groups and lack of understanding between different cultures. For instance, one day during his presidential term, he invited two leaders of an opposing view, a Sunni leader and a Shiite leader. The two of them were not normally talking to each other. But soon after, Mam Jalal gave a speech about the importance of coexistence and living together despite of the discrepancies.
Not only was Mam Jalal, my father, a conciliator or a pacifier in politics, but also in our personal life, in our family life. He would always try to make things that seemed complicated simple. A personal example is when I was getting married. I was asking for permission, his approval to marry my wife, who is American. And needless to say, I was a little nervous about the request, even though he knew her very well. But when I asked him if it was okay, he said very simply, he said, "Of course it is." And I said, you sure you have any observations? He says, jokingly, he said, well, you're marrying her, not me. And it was an example of how open he was.
The end of his life and starting of violence and crime.